Hi Prep, for this lesson is for Friday's maths work this week, and we are building on our learning from yesterday where we started looking at shape. So we're going to be looking at shape again today. I will go through the learning reminders as I have done for all of the lessons this week so far. So we're going to be looking at sorting shapes today, and you will notice straight away on this learning reminder that there is a particular way that these 3D shapes have been sorted. Is there anybody who can remember what this is called? Well done if you said a Venn diagram. So a Venn diagram is a way we can use to sort things into different groups. Sometimes we can sort between 2 or 3 groups. Sometimes we can have more circles and sort between lots and lots of different categories. But for this one, we have 2 circles which are overlapping, creating 3 or 4 different sections if we count the outside, which is actually really important. So for this one, it's asking us to sort these shapes into either prisms or pyramids. Let's just remind ourselves of what these 2 types of 3D shapes are. So a prism is when we have a shape that has 2D shapes at the end, joined by flat 2D shapes along the edge. So you can see here, we've got a rectangle. In fact, we've got rectangles for all of these prisms. However, the 2D shapes on the end differ. So we've got triangle, square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-sided shape is called a pentagon. Well done for all of you who shouted out pentagon. Remember, I always remember 5, as you have 5 fingers on your hand and you always hold a pen in your hand. So pentagon. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6-sided shape is a hexagon. Well done to those of you who said hexagon. And I always remember 6 has an X in it. So does hex for hexagon. Okay, so we've got our prisms are in this part of the Venn diagram here, and then we have pyramids this side. Pyramids are any 3D shape which have polygon 2D shapes at the bottom. We briefly spoke about polygons yesterday. Polygons are any 2D shape which is made up of straight sides. I always remember polygons as in the Pokemon Porygon. Google Porygon the Pokemon now if you don't know who I'm talking about. And I'm convinced Porygon was made because of the word polygon, because he is a Pokemon made up of all straight sides. So we have the pyramids here. We have a square-based pyramid and a triangular-based pyramid. So we've got the polygons on the bottom, and they're joined up with triangle faces here, making them a pyramid. So pyramids would fit into this section of the Venn diagram. We've got nothing that overlaps. To overlap, it would have to be a prism and a pyramid, which wouldn't work in this context. But the other section of the Venn diagram to think about is the outside, and you'll see 2 shapes here which don't fit into either of these categories. So we've got, can you name this shape here? It's a cylinder, no, this one's a cylinder, sorry, well done if you said cylinder, and this one is a cone. So they don't have the properties of either prisms or pyramids, therefore they're on the outside. Okay, next Venn diagram is looking at 3D shapes on this side, so in this circle, that have 1 or more square face. We've got a cuboid here that's got a square face on the end here and on the other end, so that's got 2. And then the other side of the Venn diagram has 1 or more triangular faces. And we know we have on our triangular prism here and our triangular based pyramid here. Now, this shape in the middle here, which is a square based pyramid, has 1 or more square faces, the bottom, hence making it a square based pyramid, and has 1 or more triangular faces, because that makes it a pyramid up here. So that fits into both of the categories here, therefore sits in the overlapping segment. Now we've got our 3D shapes on the outside which don't fit anywhere on the Venn diagram, but importantly they go on the outside too. So you guessed it, your task today is going to be to put your own 3D shapes into Venn diagrams. So you're given the categories at the top. So for this one, we've got any 3D shapes which have flat faces, any 3D shapes that can roll. Ooh, maybe if you can find some of these in your house somewhere, you can put this one into practice and check their rollability. And then you can either draw or you can write the names of the shapes into the Venn diagram. So I think there are 3 tasks for if you choose to do the mild sheet. And same for the hot sheet too. Slightly trickier 3D shapes. Have a go on both of them if you're feeling confident, that would be good. You can self-mark your answers using the answer sheet provided. And then a bit stuck activity is quite a fun one. If you're enjoying this, but you're not stuck, I would recommend doing it too, as it involves you potentially having a little rummage in your recycling bin to find at least 5 different shaped packets or boxes. If you've got any Toblerone left over from Christmas, that's a good one to start with. If you can find them, find a piece of paper and then write the name of the shape and its properties onto the box. So that's quite a nice one just to remind you of some of the 3D shapes. And then to end the lesson, you have got a check your understanding question, which you can work through, and then the answers are on the separate page. Okay, enjoy.